Airport just off the 405 or the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the New England Patriots and the Los Angeles Chargers. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. Now a play fake. Carr. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, normally you see three tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or two towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To throw his Carr, sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Carr gonna throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back to the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. He finds his man, complete. It's Peterson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Strong. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. So a nice run there, and I have to think a strong running game in the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he was the best in the NFL.
And since he led the league in rushing yards, I I think it means he's going to see the ball rot in this game, too, because that's what they're built like. That's what they're built around. So I think the offensive line, the tight end, the wide receivers, everyone is coming together, wanting him to get the ball and get it off him, and they want to carve some holes out there for him.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. Ended up losing yardage, even though he completed the pass.
As good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help him at contract time.
Yeah, that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. This will be, 38 yards out. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Pollard again. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play there for L.A. 57 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? When you think...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Tony Pollard punching it in from a yard away. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Here's Strong to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team, both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's
That's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On third down, here's Strong. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 51 yards rushing for him already. A terrific first quarter here to begin the playoffs. A nice run right there. And we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say that this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there when he tackled him.
New England on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Carr. Going deep here for Parker. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. On 2nd and 9, Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it, and the Pats will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You called that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Racey McMath, 68 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
Patriots 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard
The Charger drive about to get going.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they got themselves a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Herbert off of play action. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Herbert. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
Herbert.
Looking left side, and it's complete.
And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Pollard fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Pollard again. But he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Here's Herbert. Touchdown! Austin Eckler from 3 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone and ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Pats at the line, ready to go. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
On first down, right back to Strong.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Carr to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Carr. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw here, Herbert.
They'll drop this underneath to Pollard.
And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, 81 yards.
And the Chargers continue to show why it pays to to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing again on second down. Carr eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over here up near the 40. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Second down at 4.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Herbert. He's got a man complete.
Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
On 2nd and 12, Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A game there of 30 big ones.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the 3rd quarter. Another big play right there.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted.
Marcus Jones picks it, and the Patriots are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
87 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
They'll go again with Strong. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
They'll run with Strong.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
They'll go with Strong.
And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Play action. It's Herbert. Steps away. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards that time.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
And this one quickly to Lamb.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Hopkins with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
Oh, good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Patriots.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe you're like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it, and you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone, and that's exactly why he did.
The Charger drive about to get going.
The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Andrew Booth picks it off.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here. Anything to seize that momentum back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
68 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the 1st down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. A big play there on the option. 43 yards on the ground.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And the Chargers are going to have it 1st and goal as they'll take this down to about the 3.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Eckler. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Now here's Pollard. And he will get in across the track for the Chargers touchdown. Tony Pollard saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Chargers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Here's Strong one more time.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Carr. Flushed out right.
Finds Strong on the check down. Finding room at midfield.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a Patriot 1st down on a pickup of 16. Throwing now is Carr.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. Could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. He's going to take another shot here.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Chargers on 3rd down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Pollard going to try the right side, and he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Straight ahead is Strong. And
just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Searching 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
To throw, it's Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Carter.
And he will have a Patriots first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Now on first down. And this one is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
142 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the second round.
And they will take a knee here. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll run left with Pollard. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Going to run again here with Pollard. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man, complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big play there for New England. 49 yards. Still 3 to go to get to the most hollow ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.